Hello, I'm Stratton-Berkessel and I'm recording this in my home office in New Jersey, and I'd like you to meet Neo, my cat who's snoring in the background. So I'm very excited to be submitting my proposal to you for the Smart Conference in Reno in December. And I'm excited because I love the content, but I'm particularly excited because of the design, the way that you're actually inviting the presenters, the people that you select, to come together and prepare the presentations in a collaborative way using social media. So to me, it's walking the talk, being authentic, and practicing what we preach. The industry segment I'm qualified to be part of is professional services, as I come from that background specifically in the field of learning and development, and I continue to work as a designer, coach, facilitator, consultant in this space. And in the last 4 to 5 years, directed my talents to virtual environments. It's rewarding for me to bring people on board, share my excitements, spread the excitement, and along the way, I'm living one of my highest values, learning. What attracts me to offering my submission to SMART is your conference design. Your design is a participative, co-creative process from the get-go, and I'm such an advocate of user-generated content. I imagine it will be lots of fun with sharing of our best collective knowledge and our skill sets and our experiences, a true collaboration of minds and hearts and passion. This is the work I've been doing in the last 5 years, experimenting with a range of collaborative platforms that you can see here on this particular slide. In the brands here, I've designed conversation protocols, engagement templates, interviews and agendas that open up participation and begin the co-construction of possibilities and dreams for my clients. A little bit about my evolution on the web. I moved in the past 10 years from a static website of unilateral information giving to multilateral interactive giving and taking in the form of discussion forums, wikis, and now I'm committed to my interactive blog, Positive Matrix. When I first came to the US from Australia 10 years ago, my first brand on the web was NeuroMind. It attracted clients in the life coaching arena, and I had coaches reach out to join me from all over the States. Now, next I moved back into the bigger world because of my experience in corporates, and I created Leaders in Transition. However, I learned from a niche marketing perspective, my message was too broad, so LIT was born, and LIT is an acronym for Leadership, Interconnectedness, and Transformation. Connecting the dots was my byline. I was about 5 years ahead of my time with that message, and in those last 5 years, social media has grown exponentially, and Moore's Law is active. So fast track to present time to Positive Matrix. This has evolved in response to feedback, paying attention to what's going on in the world at large, and my own passion around utilizing participatory tools to increase the number of voices being heard and facilitate greater passion and creativity and play in our workplaces, making them more joyful environments. So 5 years ago, for me, it was really about sharing knowledge, and I was creating webinars and putting materials up on SlideShare to share knowledge with my clients and colleagues. And it's quite amazing that the right people do find you and take the time to express their appreciation. From static delivery mode of webinars and slideshows, I moved to designing and facilitating participants from all over the world to discover common ground using participatory tools and platforms that increase engagement and collaboration on topics of strategic importance and sustainable value creation. Profitability and corporate social responsibility can coexist to create flourishing destinies, world peace, shared leadership, collaborative mindsets, women's empowerment, valuing diversity, intergenerational dialogue, and social media is such a means to make it happen. Social media is a means of natural democratization, and my contribution is leading positive change through a form of inquiry called Appreciative Inquiry. It's a privilege to do this work, connecting people all over the world. Positive Matrix is now about 12 months old. I have a good following, and I'm building a steady followership in my area of expertise, which is around building collaborative cultures through language, storytelling, and conversation. My focus is on positive change and how we attract people to want to shift their positions towards what's possible and feel open about trying new things. My approach is through starting with what works and building capacity from the known, the tried, and the true to the new. My mantra is people support what they create. And my favorite quote from Einstein is, "You cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that created it." The more we can engage people to have a voice, the faster we will change to what we want. The usual suspects continue to be good and reliable means to stay connected, but my preference is to connect for a reason, whether it be a business goal, a social cause, community development, strategic planning, team building, leadership development, social entrepreneurship, or just coming together because you feel that there's something that you have an energy and interest around co-creating. I'm proud of my latest contribution, a book published by Pfeiffer, an imprint of Wiley, and that was March 2010, this year. The book's entitled Appreciative Inquiry for Collaborative Solutions, 21 Strength-Based Workshops. And what delights me most is the feedback and the reader reviews that are coming from all over the world. People are saying they value the simplicity of the book and its description of the change methodology, appreciative inquiry, positive psychology, and strength-based management. They also like the 21 workshops on topics that help build collaborative cultures and mindsets. On my blog, you'll get a sense that I write from my heart about my passion and excitements around social media as a force for good in our world. Social media gives a real sense of power by the people for the people. Through social media, we participate in shaping global conversations. We express our opinions and make choices about who we follow on Twitter, whose blog we subscribe to, whose music we download, which videos and photography we look at, where we get our news from, who we trust, and who we refer others to. Who doesn't check out an online presence before they do business and then ask their friends and colleagues? Mainstream anything is old paradigm. Mainstream media is struggling. Similarly, mainstream politics, mainstream economics, entertainment, education, and corporations. Innovation is happening at the edges, and the new connections are strengthening and making a difference. With leadership too, its values of openness, trust, transparency, integrity, and authenticity that we seek as active participants, enabled by social media in our personal and business interactions 24/7. In my field of work, human and organisation development, I focus on the interdependency of hard and soft, technical and human. I see language and emotion, intellect and talent, hopes and dreams, and the software between our ears, the pulsating life force underneath our ribcage, and our evolving consciousness as the forces that will ultimately determine our destinies. It's in our DNA to communicate, to participate, to contribute, to inquire, to learn, to grow. And it's exciting to have technology tools that help us partner more openly and focus on mutual benefits. Finally then, here's how you can find me. You can Google me and see the increasing number of entries that I have. That's pretty exciting. And here is my contact information, address, telephone number, email address, and so on. So thank you so much for taking the time to see this video, and I keep my fingers crossed because I would absolutely love to be part of your Smart Social Media Conference in Reno in December 2010.